Hello, welcome. I am so glad that you're here and making time for this practice today. Let's take a big deep breath and maybe inhale through the nose and exhale out of the mouth with a little sigh. Start to notice how your body is feeling right now in this moment. See if there's anything you need right now in this moment. And reflect on why it's important for you to be here now. Why is it important for you to slow down and make time for this practice? Take a big deep breath. Allow your body to soften into the support beneath you, whether you're sitting or lying or walking. It doesn't matter where you're doing this practice, but can you allow yourself to be present? Can you give yourself permission to be here fully? For many of us, it's easy to get caught up in thinking about things from the past or things that might happen in the future. Can you allow yourself to be here and offer yourself kindness and compassion because maybe during this practice, you recognize that you're becoming distracted by thoughts or things around you. That's okay. Acknowledge it and come back. You can always come back again and again and again. Right now, take a big deep breath. Allow your breath to just softly flow in and out. And perhaps allow your body to begin to soften even more, releasing tension. Are you holding any tension anywhere in your body? Are you creating any tension anywhere right now? And you release, let go, soften. I'd like to read a passage today from the book of Awakening. And this passage is from May 15th, and it's titled, The Risk to Bloom. And then the day came when the risk to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk to bloom. By Anais Nin. We all face this turning point repeatedly, when resisting the flow of inner events suddenly feels more hurtful than leaping toward the unknown. Yet no one can tell us when to leap. There is no authority to bless our need to enter life, but the God within. And how often we thwart ourselves by holding tenaciously to what is familiar. It is instructive, if chilling, that in floral shops, the roses that won't open are called bullets. They are discarded because they will never bloom. They have turned in on themselves so tightly that they can never release their fragrance. Yet, as spirits in bodily form, we have the chance to tighten and bloom more than once. But even spirits, if turned in on themselves enough, may grow accustomed to being closed. Unlike roses, however, the human chamber can be shut down for years, and still, it takes but one breath from the true center, and we will flower. It has always amazed and humbled me how the risk to bloom can seem so insurmountable beforehand and so inevitably freeing once the threshold of suffering is crossed. I have a friend in recovery, and when asked what made him stop drinking, he says, the pain of drinking became greater than the pain of not drinking. The same can be said for all of us. We can flower in an instant as soon as the pain of not flowering and not loving become greater than our fear. The risk to bloom. And then the day came when the risk to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk to bloom. Notice what is present within you now. Is there any fear showing up for you? Is there anything getting in the way, holding you back from showing up powerfully, authentically, blooming? Is there anything getting in the way for you? Take a deep breath. Allow your body to soften into this moment and feel into the love and support that surrounds you. Know that you are accepted and supported and loved just as you are. And know that you are needed. Your gifts are needed. Breathing in, feeling clarity, confidence, and courage. The clarity, confidence, and courage to show up authentically, to speak your truth, to share your voice, to share your gifts, to make the impact that you are meant to make. Take one more deep breath here. And just check in and notice what's coming up for you. What is the next right step for you today? Maybe you need support with something. Maybe you just need to write something down. What's the next right step for you? Maybe you just need to keep doing what you're already doing because it's working and you're already showing up powerfully. When you're ready, begin to move your body, do a little stretching, releasing, whatever you need. And then you might join me in stretching those arms all the way out, wrapping that right arm over the left, giving yourself a hug and giving yourself a thank you for being here, for showing up, for making time for you today, because you are worthy of time and care and love and attention. Let those arms stretch all the way back out and bring the left over the right. Give yourself a big hug here as we pause for gratitude. What are you grateful for today? What are you grateful for today? We take gratitude, clarity, courage, and confidence with us into the day. Release those hands all the way down. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up and sharing in this practice. The light and love in me honors the light and love in you. Thank you. Have an amazing day. And remember, you are strong by nature. You are worthy and you are enough.